Hey everybody. God bless. Hope you're having a good, safe day. I'm doing good. I'm not feeling too bad right now. Thank you, Lord. Life is good. I have a home. I have food. I have medicine. I have you guys. And so this goes. I'm just gonna do a couple things. I'm probably gonna get on Thrones of Liberty or Destiny. I haven't decided yet, so that's why I got on here until I decide. So just so y'all know what's brewing up in here, I re-downloaded Dragon Age because I want to finish getting through that eventually. Not today, probably, but the new Dragon Age is out and it looks awesome. And I think it's more my style than Throne of Liberty. Throne of Liberty is just it's one of these games that is so grindy. I like Dragon Age because it has so much upgradable stuff, but it's more. It's not. I don't want to say it's linear because it's not a linear game. It's a game like God of War, like the original ones, where you stayed on a path and you played the game. Like you couldn't go. It's not open world, but Dragon Age is open world technically, but it's not as difficult open world. You know what I'm saying? You're not having to go out and get as much materials and you know, it's not as grindy, I guess you would say. Now it can be if you make it that way, but it's just not, you know, everybody knows that. Dragon Age is, there's people that play Dragon Age but would never touch MMO. But Dragon Age is technically, I would call it an RPG MMO, kind of. But it's, I mean, I love Origins. That's one, Inquisition, that's one I'm downloading. That was the latest one, I think, anyway. So, I'm not sure. I'm either going to reach, I'm going to see how far I am into the game. I'm probably just going to redo a character, do an archer. So I think I did a mage as my main. Of course, you get your characters that, I love that game because you get your backup characters that you can switch to. It's awesome, man. I just like the game. Like, really, honestly, I could probably play it right now and probably be perfectly happy. But all I'm doing on this right now is I'm going to my stronghold. I'm picking up my daily, and then I'm going to do a daily skirmish. I'm going to go get my hourly quest thing for. I literally only need like 11 more quest items to get my lion from Omu on Chult. So I'm doing that. It takes 50 of them. And you get one every hour, and I'll show y'all about that. Some of y'all probably already know, but some of you might not. I didn't know till a couple weeks ago when Aragon came. I watch Aragon, so I get, you know, he's been playing Thrones of Liberty lately, so I haven't got as many. But there's not really much upgrades except the God Challenge of the Gods event, which is kind of sucks. But it's, I mean, I don't know. I like the summer, the big events like the summer and I love the winter event that's coming up like during Christmas time. That's when you get all kind of stuff from companions to mounts to, you know, frozen chairs to frozen, like cool, you know, just appearance items. Oh, I couldn't think of the words. But yeah, it's Aragon. I don't see if he put anything else up. Yeah, he's still on Thrones of Liberty. He came out and said that, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Neverwinter might be going to the grave soon. We don't know. Aragon didn't know, but I think he knew before he did the video because it's kind of weird that he's been on Throne of Liberty for like the last week or two, and then all of a sudden he comes out and starts talking about, by the way, almost everybody at Cryptic, they're in $2 billion debt, and they fired almost everybody, and they have a skeleton. So they have a skeleton crew, as they called it. That's what Aragon called it. So I'm using his term, phraseology. Skeleton crew means just only a few people. So yeah, that's not good. That's a bad sign in itself, because that means no more mods coming out, because the skeleton crew is going to have to keep the game going and deal with stuff, you know, regular game problems. So yeah, so Neverwinter might be gone. Whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do care because the only reason I care because I put, I got my character up to 92K and I said I am going to play this until I get my character to max, and then I will probably quit. I mean, I'm not quit completely, but I'll just jump in and do like in-game dungeons. That's what I wanted to get to. I wanted to get to where I could do all this kind of stuff right here. But I mean, I can do some of this just flat out because what happened? Did I speed it up or not? Okay, I did. Wait. Oh, I thought so. It usually pops right away. But anyway, just to let y'all know that. So you might not want to, if you haven't played Neverwinter and you're thinking about it, I mean, go ahead, but you're taking a risk. That's all I'm saying. Because me personally, I mean, I'm 47, so I know how businesses work a little more than most YouTubers that are younger in their 30s and stuff. And right now, if they're not making money, they're not going to keep, put it this way, they're not going to keep the servers up with the amount of people that are playing. Okay? It's too expensive. And so when they're losing money instead of making money, they're going to shut the game down. It's a business, first of all, guys. Y'all got to get that through y'all's heads. People complain about every little thing on YouTube, about Destiny, every single game people complain about something. And I'm like, guys, y'all don't realize that, like, these games are going to be gone one day. So just enjoy them. You know what I mean? Stop complaining and just enjoy them. And if you don't, and it's that bad when you're complaining, play something else. There's thousands of games out there, guys. I play games from 15 years ago sometimes. I still play Call of Duty Remastered, Call of Duty 4. What is going on here? Freaking stuck in the middle of chaos. But yeah, just, like I said, if you're start, I definitely wouldn't suggest spending money on this game right now. And I'm not spending more money at all. I'm not buying anything else at all, except maybe the VIP membership. That's it. But as far as like keys and mount packs and whatever, I'm done with that because it's just it sucks because Aragon's right. There's not many games that get the combat so good. The combat system right here with this thing, this is what makes Neverwinter. It's fun just fighting ads. You know what I'm saying? And there's no other game out there really that does it as good as this. Like Throne and Liberty could, but they're gonna have to. Throne and Liberty needs to work on their combat system. Absolutely needs to work on their lock on and just like because you can't. I died a little bit too soon there.
The inner courtyard is secure. You are needed. The inner courtyard is secure. You are needed. The inner courtyard is secure. You are needed.
I kind of like this push, man. I've been using this push lately. I think it does a little bit more damage than this right here. This is what I usually use my R1 right here because it adds a stat. But that push is so good when something like gets near you and you're not ready. And it pushes up to 3 people away, which is pretty awesome. I try not to use it when we're in the middle of battle because people don't like that crap because it's if you're like people are in there fighting and you push the enemy away. So just use it right the right way. You know, like right there is fine. If you want to add even more, oh gosh, I'm hypnotized. Whoa, no, oh. If you want to use even more, you can actually put the shield bubble. It does damage and it pushes them out 360. So if they're behind you, in front of you, it'll push them out like that. But the repel just pushes them straight. But it's really good when you have the like. I need actually run the mentor. It's actually really good when you use the mentor because he groups them up. He groups them up, and then you use the repel. Like right here. See all that damage? That was just repel. Okay. I don't know why I called them donkeys. Obviously, yeah, I'm using the ice thing instead of arcane because it covers such a huge area. The ice thing, but you got to make sure. You got to know, like, okay, say if I'm facing you, it's going to go left or right. So that's the thing, you got to know what it is. I don't know how much damage that actually, yeah. Of course. Hey, my wizard is so freaking OP, dude. That sucks. Dude, I outdamaged 104k. I outdamaged 104k DPS and 102k DPS last night by a pretty good margin. It was crazy, man. Like this build I got from Aragon, so I'm not gonna take credit for it. I got if you go in, type in Aragon mod, type in Aragon Wizard DPS Thermaturge, or just type in Aragon Wizard DPS build, and it'll say mod 29 Thermaturge Wizard. That's because there's Arcanus. Arcanus is doing jack, like literally, you're losing a quarter damage pretty much. I've never been outdamaged by Arcanus Wizard. I mean, at least now. Maybe when I was like 30k or something, but yeah. So what am I doing here? Oh, damn it! I didn't even come here. But new enchants. What? Yeah, the name of the video, End is Near Neverwinter. Like, Aragon put that out. He usually don't put clickbait titles. It says, Neverwinter's future is grim, devastating layoffs. What does it say? With tiny, what? With tiny Deca taking over. Whatever that, I guess it's a company or a person, I don't know. But, yeah. So, yeah, you could be saying goodbye to... It's sad because this game's been around a while, but you know what I'm saying, like, once the game hits that 10-year mark, usually it's, because people, this is the thing, people don't realize that they want to have the same, it's like drug addicts almost. It's called chasing the dragon. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but basically it's like people, when you first do a drug, like, or even the first time you drink, it feels, that's the best feeling that you ever get the first time, right? Believe me, I know I've done I've never done like heroin and stuff, but I'm saying I've done certain drugs where, you know, when I was on pain medicine, like with my pancreas, that's how it was. It's like, you know, when I first used it, it worked great, but then it got a tolerance, and so you try to take that medicine and get, not necessarily get high of it, but try to have the pain relief, and it doesn't, you have to take more. And so I got where I was taking 10 milligrams a day and 50 milligrams of Oxycontin because I was having pain constantly. And plus, my body was you know, enthralling if I didn't. And so, but thank God got me off of it. I mean, I literally went cold turkey. I went home. I told the story. I went home and I was off. God got me off of it. But it's horrible, man. But people do the same thing in video games. They think that like Destiny 2 will be like people are trying to chase that same feeling of when you beat Vault of Glass the first time in Destiny 1. Everybody knows that feeling. Everybody knows. I'm just talking. I know I'm on Neverwinter talking about Destiny, but I'm just saying, Destiny's the game I played. I had like 15,000 hours since, and it's getting at the 10-year mark. And it's been close. It's looked grim. It still looks kind of grim, but I mean they're doing some crazy stuff now. This new update, man, is like they added potions and all kinds of. I don't know. I don't really see the advantage of it because it's a little bit overkill because we have so many weapons and our characters are so powerful now. You know, they need to make the enemies harder because I went back on Destiny 1 and I was like, dude, the enemies are way harder on Destiny 1. Like, they do more damage to you. Like, even the rank and file enemies. I remember I would get punched like 3 times and I would die. And so I had to go back and remember how I played Destiny 1 and I remembered that it was all about, we called it NASCAR. Like, we run outside of the maps, you know, in certain places, you know, to stay alive. That's what we called it. Me and, you know, myself and some other people, but we called, you know, we just said do the NASCAR route, man. And that meant take your butt to the outside and run around because you're about to get back. You step anywhere inside, anywhere in the middle of that where we were fighting enemies, you're gonna die. So it was like, you know, run around the outside until you get your health back, then fight. You know, so it was like we'd say stuff like take a lap, man, take a NASCAR lap, and that meant like, you know, it's getting a little crazy. Go run around until you get your health. So I don't know, it's just little things. I miss those little things like that in Destiny 1, like. Because I played with 3 guys like almost every single day for years, like 6 or 7 years. I played with almost every single day, pretty much. Like occasionally one of them couldn't play, but you know we had a great group. We had a guy that could solo a kid actually. He was like 18. He could solo Crota, so I would jump in with him and 2-man Crota sometimes. But this was like a year or 2 after Crota had been out. This wasn't like during Crota, because nobody could do that then. But he helped me get my Necrochasm, which I still have now. But yeah, I miss those early days of Destiny 1, but I love this. The only thing that gets me going back to Destiny 2 is like Neverwinter. It's the combat system is so good. Like same thing with Destiny. The shooting and the abilities, the character system is so good, dude. It's just, yeah, you can't beat it, man. Did I open the chest yet? I don't think I did that. Come on, let me get that, I don't know what I want. Sometimes I just open random ones. Dude, I've gotten this rage. I get this mount like all that what y'all just saw, that Drake. I can't even count how many times I've gotten this thing, dude. I'm not even joking, man. Like, he gets 2,000 power? Really? What does that go? Is that must be a max level, no. Okay. But yeah, even though he gives power, he's not worth a lot, see? I'll just put him in the bank, man. Maybe I'll see if my Bard has him. Or my Bard or my Barbarian, which I'm probably not going to be getting on much lately, because since this game is in danger of going down in the pits and being over, I'm probably just going to stay on my Wizard and kind of see where the game goes, and then if it does settle out, I might get back on my other characters, but if the rest of my days this game is going under, then I want to line it up. Let's see. I'm about to get a million do that and then get off and play something else. But I don't know if I want to play Dragon Age or Thrones of Liberty or Destiny. I don't know. Dragon Age Inquisition. I just watched the trailer for the new one. It looks really cool. It has amazing looking screen, like your character loadout screens and stuff looks really good. I like really pretty. Really cool how they're like they're not the camera's a little bit above your characters, so you don't see down on your character, but you kind of see like it's like maybe the camera, instead of the camera being like here, usually when you like pull your character up, it's kind of like here. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's really cool. Go look at the games coming out and watch the videos on the new Dragon Age. Looks pretty awesome. And Dragon Age, I like the games because they're not as dark as like the Diablos and the Dark Souls games. Like those games just have the atmosphere. It's just always real dark. I don't like that. I like stuff like this, Neverwinter, where it's real bright. And I mean, certain locations like Mount Hope now, I hate those maps because all it is like a volcano, and it just gets like depressing being there. Let's see. Can I do this? I don't know if I can do my layer in my mode. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I think you have to be 100K. Let's see. That's the one I always get confused. 95. Yeah, Slayer, Mad Dragon. Advanced Slayer, Mad Dragon. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't do that. I can do, that's the one I always get confused with. Mad Mage, something. Master, I can do Temple. Shoot, that's the one I always keep thinking. I get confused. It's Dungeon with Layer Mad Dragon Dance. I can do. Wait. Oh, so I can do the advanced Layer Mad. Oh man, it's only 65K. What's the one I can't do? What? Master. M. Yeah, okay. He's doing advanced layer mad. Okay, yeah, I can do that one. I can't do the master layer mad mage yet. Okay. Sorry, I keep trying to.
Hail, adventurer!
Okay, I hate how long it takes to get. Alright, I'm not just faster, so I need to hurry up. I'll probably out of here. I have to go to the bathroom beforehand. Whew. That's the thing with my pancreatic thing. It's almost like I have to be near a bathroom all the time, like literally, because sometimes literally it hits me so hard that I just poop my pants, man. Thankfully, I've never had that happen, but I've been close, man. I've been close, dude. Use daily power.
Challenge of Ogma.
Really? I'm probably gonna get the thing to drop before I get. Yeah, I don't really. There's not the challenges of guys thing is not. You don't really get it. It's kind of good. I mean, I don't know. There might be some good things, but like Airgun didn't even do. He didn't even do. Usually he always does an event. What?
So it was a while ago, and I did say I was going to test out the stalwart lion when you stack multiple of them. And well, yeah, we have 3 characters here in a party and 3 lions. And you can see right away that you can get these radiant weapon stacks all the way up to 8. It just depends on when the lions use their roar. There we go, we're at 6. And after the next lion roars, we get to 8. And it's going to stay like that. It'll keep refreshing so long as there's always a lion roaring within 10 seconds. What this means is we're basically getting 16% additional damage as radiant damage for 12 seconds, which then is indefinitely because they keep refreshing it. So you'd think that would be a considerable amount. And well, I have tested that before, and you do see that when you just have one lion, the damage results like 2% of your overall. And that is because this extra radiant damage is an additional hit. Those additional hits then can get deflected,
11 more.
Be reduced by the enemy's
that's the lion. Oh.
And overall, just a lot less effective, like half as effective as you would think, which is unfortunate, which does mean then that you're not getting like a 16% boost.
Awesome lion.
You're more like getting a 8% boost. I tested this with just 2 lions. Again, you have to be in the same party, and you can also get 8 stacks, which is great. But the radiant weapon damage goes about to 8%, as you can see there on that test, which is respective of what I was saying. But it does mean you don't need like 3 lions, you could just have 2 lions. The issue, though, is the timing. If you get both lions to enter combat at the same time, then they both use the roar at the same time. They both apply the radiant weapon stacks used at the same time, and thus they cannot maintain 100% uptime. The stacks fall off.
Okay. Yeah, that's nothing. I don't worry about that. Stupid stuff. I was just talking about using the lion. I don't have it. Stalwart lion. I'm using this one, the Termish lion, because he has ferocity, which is very good right up here. One actually up here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. When you're in a party member struck by a foe, there is a chance you will gain a stack of ferocity, granting you 1.6 additional damage for 10 seconds, and they stack 3 times. So basically, you get see, 3 and 6 is 8, 1, 3, 4. You get 4.8% damage for 10 seconds. But you're also, I would be losing out on 2,200 power and 2,200 fort, which is power and I think combat advantage, I believe. So right here, that's this is what I use mostly. I used to use this. Sometimes I use this if I need something into my severity or whatever, or a certain. But usually I use this one. I use I don't use that one. I use Ruthless sometimes, 3,000 critical strikes, scoring what my critical strike's at. Power accuracy, that one's not bad. Let's see, what else? I have used this before when I've been really bad, low on accuracy. What's the other one I use? This one, and then of course the one I got. I mostly just use otherworldly force, because that's amazing, getting two powers, and well, basically you're getting, I don't know if it's split in half, 1.2 be 1.125 power and 1.25 combat advantage for fort. I could be completely wrong on that, but yeah, I use this one. I think this one and Otherworldly Force is one of the best. It's cool, and it's also cool in what, if you're doing a DPS deal, like this is really good. 4, basically 4. I guess that would equal 4.5% critical severity, I'm guessing. I wish they'd just stick to percentages or stick to numbers, like, because when you go into your characters, say they go by percentages, like as far as your stats. So your stats are all percentages. So you look how bad my accuracy is, dude. But I'm still doing crazy damage, so it doesn't matter. Your power, and this is last, okay? So these, your power, and then these are your first priority, and then this would be your probably last thing. But it's cool what character you're. If you're doing a ranger, you probably want to make sure you have a higher accuracy. And I do have, like, companions, like I am using an accuracy companion. See right here, this is what's good about the flame sprite, dude. It has accuracy and critical strike, and he's cheap as crap, and you can use him. He's actually good to have. I have him at Mythic. He's actually he's a pretty good fighter, like, but when you have the ones I have like some of the best ones in the game. I'm really not worried about Black Death Scorpion, because my Pseudo Dragon, I was out DPS, and I'm telling you, man, I've had the highest damage in dungeons now. High level dungeons with my Pseudo Dragon, dude. I was doing crazy. I couldn't believe it. And it seems like I do the most damage with Pseudo Dragon and Flapjack. But then, Minotaur Mercenary is good too, because it, groups them up. But I like Minotaur Mercenary when I'm soloing stuff. Dedicated Squire, I use that a lot of times when doing a Reaper Challenge, because he gives so much heals. It's crazy. Wiggins, I really like what he does with the combat advantage. He has his 4 ghosts that surrounds the enemy, and he basically gets combat advantage all the time. This gives 2% combat. This gives 2%, I think, combat advantage to, or companion bolt. I can't remember what it gets 2% of something to the whole team. Same thing with Flapjack. He gets 5% up time. Whatever. Redeem Fallen, I'm telling you, there's something with this companion. He does crazy damage, single target, almost like Pseudo Dragon. But Aragon, he literally did a video, because I wrote him 4 messages. And he did you can like see me in the comments. He showed my what I wrote, and I was laughing at it. That was the first time a YouTuber ever like did something and showed like who the person was. People were so mean in the comments. They're like, "Oh, this guy's just trying to sell a bunch of his companions." I'm like, dude, I only have one. And first of all, I'm 47 years old. I don't care about I don't sit there and sell companions and try to, try to mess the market up or try to take advantage of the market by making comments. I'm like, God, get a life, dude. Stop projecting y'all's idiocracy and putting it on me. That's the problem. All these people, all these young people on YouTube, they come at you, and what they're doing is that they're like that, so they project themselves onto you. So, sorry to Dow, but she's just, the only reason I don't use her more because she's so daggone big, like she just gets in the way, and it gets on my daggone nerves, so, literally. But I like using mints. But Flapjack lately has been my main go-to in like damage dealing because he helps the whole team out, and people like that when you use something that helps the team out. So I'll use Minsk or Flapjack, or I will use Minotaur Mercenary sometimes because he does help the team out with grouping up enemies. But if I see like one or two people using Minotaur Mercenary, that's why, you know, the thing in Neverwinter is see what everybody else is using, and if they're using the Velociraptor, the more people who use that, the power stacks. So some people won't. They literally, that's how good Velociraptor is if you have it, because you're part of a pack. So the more people you have running it in a dungeon, the more power everybody gets, or people who have it at least. So you'll actually have people say looking for, you know, tame Velociraptor. I think that's the one it is. I have it on my Barbarian. And this guy, I got him at Mythic. He's pretty good too, man. He's like I said, he's pretty good. But this I have at Mythic because it's 7.5 critical strike, which is awesome. And then these are all very, very, very expensive. So I would not buy them now, especially with Neverwinter laying all these people off, and you might buy it, and the game might go down next week. Who knows? But Deep Crow just gives me 7.5% power. That's crazy. I mean, that's a flat 7.5% added to this right here. So my damage, I can actually take some of my damage off, but I don't know if I have another accuracy. See, I could probably get rid of this and see if I can find some of the accuracy on it. But the thing is, I don't have anything, even if I do have some accuracy, it's not going to be enough to really be worth. See, that's pretty good. Power, critical severity. Let's see, critical strike defense. I don't need defense. Increase your power at wills. That one's kind of iffy. Like I used to run that thinking it was like, I was like, well, 5% increase in at wills. But I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not like in game. Yeah, see, I need to get something with accuracy right here, because I don't want to take any of these down. That's critical strike and critical severity. That's actually critical strike, and this is critical strike, and this is defense and critical strike, which even this one is like, you know, I could run this, but I'd lose out on critical. I'd lose out on 3.8% critical strike. So, let's see what it does. Okay. No, I might actually run that, but dude, I gotta get my critical strike up. So what I'm gonna do is I don't need that much power. See, my power is in the green at 83%, so I might overpower kinda. So what I can do is I can go into the mount power, yeah. I can go into here and add what's that critical strike one? Yeah, critical strike. I think that's the one. I think that's the highest critical strike one right there. I think. Let me see. I thought I saw one at 4,000 the other day. Yeah, that's so low. 900. That's not even worth it. Power and accuracy. Yeah, but my critical strike is what's. See, it's very tricky. See, I lost some damage doing that because my critical strike still didn't go up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go back to what did I have right there? What did I have? What did I have? This one? Yeah. So I guess my critical threat back up, and it probably puts 1129. So you see, then my accuracy is down again. So then, yeah, it's just a pain, dude. Ah, I hate that. Such a pain in the butt trying to get them evened out. Like, and see, a lot of these matter too. So I might have to end up exchanging, selling them and buying, different ones for accuracy. I don't think now I did do some accuracy insignias, but not probably enough. This is not gonna matter. This stuff is going to. I mean, see, this stuff will change. I can add accuracy to some of these. I think. See what I have here: stamina, combat advantage. I think accuracy comes on one of these. Maybe it's this. See, oh yeah, maybe see I have an accuracy on this. So but it's only 880. So that's up to you if you want to do that. But like, I don't really need more critical strike. What is this? Critical strike, major accuracy. I got 2 accuracy running. I can have one right there. Let me do that, actually. Is it going in here? Yeah. Okay. I need major. Yeah, greater or 440. Major accuracy right there. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, I about screwed up there, guys. Oh, spent way too much. They're usually not that much for accuracy. I don't think. Now I'm starting to wonder. Critical strike. Dang, dude. What the heck? Is that how people are getting their accuracy up using this? Because they're very... Okay. Wow, they are. Look how much more expensive they are. Jeez. But I know I'm not changing this anytime soon. This is 3,000 gear, so yeah. But watch that. All right, let's see. What's my I'm not. Okay, 36.7. Okay. Now watch this. It's not going to do that much. But like I said, you got to get it from. Why do I get this guy out? Let's see. So character here. I'll put it on my arms. Accuracy. Check. Stats. Dude, it looked like it went down. Did it actually go down? What? $7.5. That armor. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I should be at 74% on my accuracy. And you tell me how in the heck I'm supposed to do that while also keeping my power up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, give me a freaking break, bro. And I'm out, like, I don't want to mess up anything because I'm out damaged. Like I said, I'm out damaging 104,000, 104K, 102K. I'm 92K. I'm out damaging people that are like 10,000, you know, almost in game. So I don't really want to mess, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing, you know. So the accuracy thing is not as big of a deal, like I said, as the power. You go power, critical severity, critical strike, combat advantage, accuracy. Those are the four main. I need to get a better piece of this. See, that doesn't even have accuracy. Let's see, combat advantage, combat advantage, combat advantage, combat advantage. Stamina goes and critical severity is increased by. Okay. Combat frequent enemies, your power is increased every 2 seconds. Going over your enemies. That's that. Huh. That's interesting. It's only 1900. I mean, it's only 100 less, but yeah, it has critical severity on it. That's why. That's why you know. So I need to run some heroic. I got these from like. I think I actually got these from one of the dungeons. Critical strike and critical severity. I was so happy, dude. Cause sometimes you get ones that are like for tanks and stuff, and it's like, but yeah, I'm running, I got this critical strike, 5,000. That's awesome. This one has critical strike. Wait a minute, I know how I can do it. Hold on. Do I have accuracy one? I see that changing my stats too. Yeah, see, that sucks. If I had, dang it, man. The combat advantage is good. So it brings my combat advantage up to 70s. My power's still 90%. So I've got too much power. Well, not too much, but critical strike. Yeah, there's one. That's right. I forgot about that. I do have an accuracy. It's like 4,000, I think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's one of the ones. I forgot about that. That's what I needed. Look at that, 11,249, dude. Bam! Got my damage back. And then, look at that. That was beautiful. 70, 70, 70, 42, 90 there. So I'm leaving it like that. That's where I'm leaving it for now. Put this back.
You hold me down?
Okay, they didn't change it. At first I thought that my companion changed it. Alright guys, so that's all I'm gonna do for today on here. I just wanted to get my Omu key and then kind of talk about where, you know, this game might be going under really soon. Actually, they lost like, I think they said like 80% of their workers. They had to fire them. Cryptic was in $2 billion debt. They're in $2 billion debt right now. Like, that's horrible. I always thought Cryptic was a pretty successful company. You know what I mean? I see them all the time in games, but guess not. But yeah, so you got a skeleton crew working on this. That means nobody's working on new mods. That means nobody's, you know, nobody is. Let me see if this. What happens if I put this on it? Oh, which ring that one's on? Let's see. Is nobody's working on anything, like, except keeping it up, keeping the servers up, the game running. That's what they have right now. So, welcome whoever just joined. Sorry, I'm not gonna play much longer. I just got so many other games I kind of want to play, and Plus, I don't wanna put too much more time into this game until I find out. 11. Oh wow, I went up. Awesome. Wee we went up. We're even more powerful. Now I can out damage. Now I can out damage max level people. Yeah, I was kicking butt last night, man. Man. Tell you, dude, I don't this wizard build that I mean, all the credit goes. Well, most of the credit goes to Aragon. I built his. I used now some of the things like insignias. I used my own. I chose to use different rings and Aragon, but my build far as the well, let me push this back. My build, like far as this stuff goes, just not really. He doesn't use this. He uses this because it groups the enemies up, which, you know what, I think it is kind of better. But he uses this, and this is from Aragon right here, all this stuff, and then these. But far as like, sometimes I switch these out and I use different ones. I don't use this, but sometimes I'll use this, like Reaper Challenge, because it gives me shield. And sometimes I'll use this and this for Reaper Challenge because I can push the enemies away. And also I use this on the snake on AIC because it pushes away. So yeah, so all that stuff, the companions, they're my choice. I do have certain slotted companions that he suggested, like the Baby Deep Crow, and of course this for 7.5. But some of these other ones, like he uses Minsk and Batiri, which I always forget to put Batiri because he does 11% more damage to bosses in dungeons. So before you do a boss, you want to kind of, or just before you do a dungeon, I'd probably switch something like, I don't know what I would switch out now because all these give me really good. I had such good, like, I don't think I need a defense really. I think my defense is kind of high. I'm at 4.2 or something, 4.3. Oh, I mean 43%. So I think I could lose defense. So I probably, well, I don't even know if I could switch this out for Batiri. That's the problem. Yeah, see, I can't even use Batiri or Minsk. Minsk does more damage the higher the more strong the enemy are. By 3 dots or higher, it goes from 5.6% to 8% damage to like more dots that are above their heads, you know, strongly. So right here, like, I could use Minsk. See, 5.6, 8.6 damage versus strong enemies. But I'd have to, I'm giving up critical strike, 3.8% critical strike and critical severity. So I don't think it's worth it. I don't. That's where I'm disagreeing with Aragon a little bit. I just don't. I don't know, because most of the ads are not. You don't really come across many 3-dot higher, even in dungeons. Like there's some, yeah, but I don't think it's enough to replace that. Or even, well, maybe this would probably be the best one actually. Because I'd rather give up critical. I'd rather give up 3% accuracy than give up critical severity. So I could use Batiri. Now I would use Batiri now over Minsk, like, because that's 3% damage versus bosses. And when you play these advanced and master dungeons, like, bosses take quite a while to fight. See, that 11% damage, that adds up. So that's why Batiri was like 500,000 at green, and I got him at mythic. So yeah, Batiri is definitely one I would get just for slotted. He's in the top like 20, 25 as far as range dealers. Kind of like green. He's kind of like on the green scale bowman. I think green scale does a little bit more damage, as far as, you know, his companion damage. And so, yeah, but that's these are all my companions. I have about, let's see, 1, 2, I won't see how many mythics I have. I don't even know. 1, 2, I I know once you get, you say I have the item level contribution 3,000, companion bolster 100%. It just means you get an extra boost because you have to have 10 mythics, mythic companions to get it. So, 1, 2, I need to get Wiggins there. He's next on my list. 3, 4, 5. The Bismuth Chicken's still doing good too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right there, I'm good. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I have 16 mythics. Yeah, I just don't use green scale bowman that much. I don't know why. Maybe I should. Let me do it. Cause I really, I'm not gonna do it now because I'm about to get off. But I kind of want to. I kind of, now that I have, now this is the thing. This is a misconception. Okay, the reason you upgrade your companions is for this. It's not for the fighting. Now, if I had a green Robin Hoods, I forgot our names that. He's robbing the hoods. But anyway, green scale bowman or any other companion at green does the same. They put out the same damage as if they're mythic. The mythic is just for their stats, like when you put them. So if you have, let's just say you have a companion, but the thing is, it will lower certain things. So like, I don't know. It's weird. Aragon tried to explain it, and I still didn't get it because I was like, yeah, but it makes your character lore if it's not mythic. So I don't know. Basically, I think what he was saying is it makes your character lore, but it actually, the companion does the same damage no matter if he's green or mythic. But you are affected. Your stats are affected. That makes sense. It's just crazy how, I don't know, they make this game too complicated. I'll be right back, and I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
something isn't right.
Hey, what's up? I was just showing y'all briefly the new phone I just got on sale for $249. The Motorola G Stylus, and it is amazing, guys. It is extremely fast, 50 megapixel camera, has the wireless charging. It's awesome. I had the Nokia G300, and now that phone is $100, but it was $200 when I first got it like a year ago. And it's a piece of crap. Literally, I would have to press the YouTube button like 3 times to get it to pop up, and then it would take like 10 seconds to even show the YouTube videos. It was the most laggiest, horrible. I feel like it had dial-up internet or something. Like, but it wasn't just the internet. It was the processor. It was like I would get lag just switching screens, man. It was, and I dealt with it for a year. And I've tried to be less materialistic. I used to buy a new phone every year or every 2 years when it would come out. I've had Android, I've had Apple, but I'm never buying an Apple device ever again. I have this Apple iPad Pro, because I do artwork and stuff. But I've had it for 2 years or 2 or 3 years, and it's still a great laptop. No problems at all. Plays every game you can think of, but I don't even play games on it. I just use it mostly for YouTube and my TV. I watch Spectrum on it. We have Spectrum here. But this phone, man, I'm telling you, dude, you would not be disappointed if you get this. And I got like the desert tan color. They call it caramel latte, but it's more like a military desert tan look in person, which is awesome for me because I was in the military. And I love, like, a lot of my knives, I've custom some of my knives and my Glock. I did a custom paint job on my Glock that basically is the same color but a little darker, which it doesn't look tan at all. Like, the camera doesn't pick it up, but I do customizing on the outside of guns. I don't really mess with the inside internals, but you know, I can do Duracoating or Cerakoting paint jobs for people. I do barrel polishing. The Glock usually has a black barrel, so this thing is polished to like a mirror shine, and on the front, I don't know if you can tell it, but it's got the same sights. And if you play Battlefield 2042 or some of the other Battlefields, I think Battlefield 4 has this. It's a ghost ring sight. It's got 2 tritium night sights, but it has a fiber optic ring. So all you do is you put that front. It's got a tritium, and you can see it at daytime too. So basically you put that dot right in the middle of that circle. It's basically we call it in the military quick acquisition sight. It's basically as soon as I put that in, I don't have to worry. It keeps you from having. It's a lot. Okay, the problem people have is getting that front dot lined up right with the 2 back sights. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem most people have. But what this does, this circle, which I don't know if it'll light up if I shine it on it or not. It's too much light. Yeah, it's not gonna glow, but it glows. Like if you're outside, the back sight will glow. Glow orange. It has an orange ring, fiber optic ring around it. So basically, if you're inside, if you're in the dark, you can look through it. Also, you can see the round. Basically, what you do is you put this front sight right in the middle of the round hole, and that's your target. So it keeps you from having to take the time to line up the front dot with the 2. Then you can do it that way too. But if you need to, like, for defensively, if you need to pull the gun and fire if somebody's attacking you or whatever reason, it's a lot easier to get your target with this round circle. These are about $200, so they are expensive, like, sights, but I'm not going with, I was thinking about going with, getting and I keep my gun right beside me, so don't think about robbing me. But sorry, I'm just joking. But, no, I mean, not really joking, but, I know y'all aren't gonna rob me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, a lot of people are getting these little red dot sights. That are on AR, like the EOTechs, but they're not. I mean, I think EOTech might make one, but the little ones that slide onto the Glock, like I have an attachment where I could put a red dot on that, but the thing is, I don't want to get rid of those sights, and I would have to take those sights off. And plus, if that battery ever goes dead, you're screwed. Now, there are certain Glocks or certain guns, not just Glocks, but any gun, that have what they call a high-rise, they have a high-rise, how would you say it? They have like a iron sights, a high-rise iron sights. So if say that if your red dot did go dead, you could still see the front dot and the two back sights through that glass. So that's the way you want to do it if you go with a red dot sight. But see, my Glock doesn't have the cutout for red dot, so I would have to take my ghost ring sight off. So I can't do the high rise iron sight. You know what I'm saying? It's either I put a red dot on there, okay, and use the attachment using the iron sight. It basically slides in and allows you to screw a piece on. But some of the new Glocks and some even newer guns that are like cheaper than Glocks have a cutout now. A lot of them are just doing cutouts now that's the new trend is the red dot sights. But I think it's making people reliable and something that runs on battery, and that ain't gonna be me, bro. Red dot on a rifle, great, but you need to learn how to shoot with a I know how to shoot an AR with iron sight, and I know how to shoot one with EOTech. And I will tell you this, EOTech, you don't miss. Like that's one thing I always dig. I was very, very good marksman when I worked at the nuclear plant. We carried an AR-15, and I was actually also I was AR-10 qualified with a 308 AR-10, which is we had certain positions that required that we had set up for. And I can't tell. I literally can't say because I can literally be arrested for because this is like like you can't tell certain things about nuclear plants because you go to jail. Or like if I told y'all how many security officers we had exactly and how much ammo we carried and all that kind of stuff, I could go to jail. Even now that I haven't worked there for 10 years. But let's just say this: we have tests a couple times a year. They have these people called force-on-force drills, in which they try to take over the plant, and these are usually like people that have been in the Green Berets or Navy SEALs, and they go around the country and they test out the security people by trying to get into the plant. And we use Miles gear, which is like laser tag for the military. Y'all might have seen it, but basically you put blanks in your AR-15 and you put this basically thing inside the barrel, so if somebody did try to put a real bullet, the thing would block it. But basically, that thing on the end of the barrel also activates a laser. So when you pull the trigger and it makes that loud, because that the blanks that we used were pretty loud. I mean, they weren't as loud as real, but they were pretty loud. I mean, especially when you're in a tower. And I took out 3 guys last time, and so basically so basically we would wear it and they would wear it, and they would and it's basically like straps that go like across your front and front right here, and then on your back. So basically the laser could hit pretty much any area that would take a person out, basically. And so that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to aim and hit. And if that laser goes off, that means you got a kill shot pretty much. And so anyway, I don't want to say too much because I might accidentally say something. I love that job. I'd still be working there now if I didn't have back problems. See, I have the pancreas problems. That's why I'm at home, but I also have a degenerating lower disc in my back, level 1. Last time I got it checked like 10 years ago. But I haven't had any problems with my back being thrown out lately. I used to throw it out like every couple months I throw my back out. But thank God I haven't done that in a while. So I'm going to get off here instead of running my mouth because I need to I don't want it. There's nothing else I really want to do right now in this game. Man. So apparently the people who bought, so apparently people have already bought this game, Champions Online, and also, what was the other game? Oh, it was Neverwinter. There's 3 games that they this company picked up by Cryptic. It was Neverwinter, Champions, hold on. Just so y'all know. Okay, Star Trek Online, Neverwinter, and Champions Online. So the Deca, that's the company. I think they're from Sweden or somewhere, Germany or they're somewhere in Europe. But they picked up those. They kept those 3 games to keep working on. I didn't realize I didn't know Star Trek Online had that many people playing it. I don't play I played DC Online. I played Champions Online. I played the Star Trek Online, but it's so daggone boring. I was like, man, this is just like Star Trek movies. No offense if you play it, but sorry, but Star Trek is way more boring than like Star Wars. I just don't know. Alright, so I'll be on Neverwinter. I'll be on Destiny or Stones of Liberty or something. Or maybe Dragon Age, we'll see, but I should be back up.